Good evening. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being with us tonight. This is going to be a great 30 minutes. We're going to have a conversation with Mirza Ahmad, who is running for County Commissioner, District 3. It is a pleasure to have you with us, sir. I know the people at home are going to look forward to getting to know you and learning what you're interested in and what you want to do insofar as being a county commissioner. So welcome.
It's nice to be here, sir.
Well, it's great to have you.
Yes.
I would like to say one thing before we start. I want to congratulate you on running for the District 3 seat. Running for office is a huge commitment. It takes support from family and friends and other supporters, and it takes a lot of energy. You've got to make the speeches, you've got to be on TV, you've got to go knock on doors, and quite frankly, in my opinion, it takes a special person to run for office, and I want to congratulate you for doing that.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
That's great. What I want to do is do really mainly two things today. I want to let people to get to know you a little bit, some facts about you and your family and your business, and then we'll get into some of the issues that face District 3 that I know you would like to speak about.
Yes.
But let's start off first to tell us just a little bit about yourself and your family.
My name is Mirza Ahmad. I'm living in Escambia County since 1998. I'm married since 1994. I'm happily married.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. And I have a son. He's a 17-year-old. He just graduated from Pensacola High School in IB program. I'm educated. I have a bachelor degree in political science and economics. Then graduated from law school. My basic profession, I started as a criminal defense lawyer. And these days I have a business as a Sam's car dealership located in 1407 North W Street. And I like to talk some issues in Escambia County and especially in the District 3, and then I'll tell you what suggestions, what's my plan to cure that problems.
That sounds great. You know what I want to do first, though? Let's go back to that son of yours, because I know how proud you are. I have a granddaughter in the IB program at Pensacola High, and I know what effort it takes to go through that program. Tell us about his grade point average and where he's going to go to school on that ROTC scholarship that he got. I think you need to be very proud of that.
Yes, I am. He got a 4.76 GPA.
Wow. Wow.
He could go to anywhere in whole country. He got a full scholarship from ROTC. He loved to go to Air Force. So I want him to stay in home. That's the reason he joined UWF.
Well, he couldn't do any better than that, because as you know, UWF is a great school,
yes,
a great university,
yes, sir,
with just all kind of programs. What's he want to study?
He got a major chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yes.
He may want to be a doctor.
He want to be actually flight surgeon.
Oh,
that's
really?
His planning.
Well, good for him. Well, congratulating for all of us.
Thank you very much.
Great. And like I say, I know you take great pride in that.
Yes, sir.
Ahmad, let's talk a little bit about some of the issues in District 3, and there are a lot of them. First of all, why don't we talk about roads? I know you mentioned to me that there are some problems in the district insofar as roads are concerned, insofar as maintenance of the roads are concerned. What are your thoughts on that?
I can explain easily. If you go just drive all Escambia County, wherever you see roads are big holes, damages, everywhere the trash, no landscaping, that's our District 3.
And we can talk about that all day, but in the second half of the show, we're going to show some pictures that demonstrate that, no doubt about it.
So we need a new roads, we need a sidewalks, we need a street lights, and landscaping. That's important to make Escambia beautiful.
No doubt about it. Going back to the sidewalks that you mentioned, I'll never forget back in the city, we had a city manager who was a big advocate of sidewalks. And he said, let's spend this money on sidewalks. And a lot of people said, no, nobody will use them. Well, if you look at those sidewalks today, you can hardly walk down them because there's so many people using them. It is a very important issue in the city and in the county, and especially in District 3.
It's important for safety. That's important thing.
That's right. Exactly.
That's the reason I want each neighborhood, especially main road, should have a sidewalks.
Right.
Best interest for public safety.
No doubt about it.
Yes, sir.
Now, as you get into district business, on the county commission, you're going to have so much money to spend on road and road maintenance throughout the whole county. I assume that you will, of course, be an advocate and you will fight for District 3 insofar as getting its share of the funds to repair your roads.
So once I'm elected, I go in office, I'm not going to represent only District 3, I'm going to represent whole Escambia County.
Very good.
I will do whatever best in Escambia County.
Very good. Very good. You know, something that goes along with sidewalks and roads and maintenance is drainage and flooding. Of course, we had the huge flood that just devastated our city, and I know probably in District 3 and throughout the county there was a lot of damage and a lot of repair. Tell us about what you would want to do insofar as the drainage and the stormwater in your district.
The main place is around Baptist Hospital. That's a very sensitive place. Always roads you see the roads damage. Whenever rain comes, a lot of floods over there. Even ambulance people taking patient in hospital, and ambulance goes in a ditch, boom.
Yes.
People could be die before they reach hospital. That's a sensitive area. That's
No
the first
question.
priority to do all new road. This should be nice.
That's right. Now, back around Baptist Hospital, I know there's been some of that area is in the city. Now, you got to keep in mind that everybody who lives in the city also lives in the county.
Yes.
You know, so a lot of that area has been under discussion for many years insofar as development and improvement, and Baptist Hospital has done a wonderful job on their properties, but around it needs some help. Tell me what you would do about all that.
Some area is a city limit, some area is a county limit.
That's right.
We need to work together, and easily I can resolve issue with discussion. We don't need to fight anyone. We need to sit down and talk. Discussion, we can resolve any issue, and I have a God-gifted skill to resolve issues.
Well, and I think in politics you're going to need some of that, but let me tell you what we used to do that I think I would encourage you, and I know from what you're saying and what our discussions you would like to do the same. You've got the county commission and you have the city of Pensacola, especially around Baptist Hospital in that area, and we used to about every 2 months get together in a room together, county commission and the city council, so we could not only share views, but you know, sometimes you have to look somebody in the eye and have a good discussion and do it in a civil manner. What do you think?
I'm a practical person. I want to do work, not to sit down inside and just talking every other month.
Right.
We want to make a decision and start working.
There you go. There you go. Okay. Now, almost all cities, counties, even the national scene, we're looking at economic development. We're looking at jobs.
Yes.
I know that's way at the top of your list and the things you want to look at.
Yes, sir.
Kind of tell me where you want to go insofar as job creation and economic development.
My goal is to bring more industries over here. I talk few industrialists, I'm trying to bring over here, but if someone come in Escambia County and spend millions of dollars, they need something. So we need to give something incentives, either tax break, either property tax break, something we need to offer them so they spend money here. My goal is to bring more industries so people can get job.
Absolutely. You know, that we used to say in the city that we want to have an area, we usually talk about downtown, where people live and work and play. And so you have to look at all three of them. If you're going to have a place for live, you've got to upgrade the neighborhoods where people want to live, where they don't want to run a business and live somewhere else. How would you do that?
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
If you look all District 3, many business people over here, they're making money. Especially a lot of immigrants, they own a lot of businesses, but they don't live here, they live out. That's the one main thing is money is going out.
Right.
So if they make money, they're spending, and every time people says, I'm not going to point out each area, they say that areas are beautiful, that area is beautiful. The reason is that's how Pensacola's money is going over there. Once I improve, the people come back, and District 3 going to be improved, and people move back, and all money going inject back to the community. That's my goal, to make this District 3 Escambia County going to be best in the world.
No
And people
question.
love to live there. It's no doubt. Escambia County have a white sand beaches, and how many white sand beaches in the world? Only few.
That's true.
So why should not we make it
It's the
nice?
best.
That's all I want to improve. So people live here, they spend money here, and this is gonna be a best in the world. That's my goal.
And that is a laudable goal. Good for
Yes,
you.
sir.
Now, let's be specific insofar as economic development. Brownsville has forever and for years been an area that has been discussed and talked about insofar as improving Brownsville to make it a place where people want to live and work. Specifically, what do you think about the Brownsville area, and what would you do?
I have a business over there. I have a house in Brownsville. Lot of houses are abandoned at this time, and I make my ideas and plan and submit to the homeowner association in the last meetings. I want to bring community together. That's my planning. It's a long details. I want each resident over there should have a record, homeowner association, and we give some incentive who improve their houses. We want to make some competition in students and neighborhoods who make a beautiful house. We'll give them a prize annually and give them awards, best resident of.
Right.
And same thing
Good
I want
idea.
the kids too. So
Right.
make some competition. And there's a community center. I want community center for all resident could use once a year free without any cost.
Well, I think you will find that most livable neighborhoods do have a community center, and they do have parks where the kids can play baseball and soccer and such as that. That's just a quality of life issue that makes the place where you want to live better. So I think you're on the right track there. No
Now I
doubt
want a
about it.
landscape. County is supposed to pay for landscaping outside.
Right.
Even county says they does, but not in District 3. You can see some areas are real nice and beautiful. I did not see any place in District 3, especially Brownsville. Look like a junk everywhere.
Well,
I want to improve that.
Well, I think that's the goal that I'm really glad
Yes.
that you brought that up, because so many people over the years have said that,
And
but a lot has not been done.
I just want to mention one more thing. Some area is a low income area. I'm planning county should say whoever's over the age of 70 and homeowner, no property tax.
Right.
That's all I want that.
What would you do about that?
Yes, I want that.
I hear you.
Yes.
I hear you. I think to do those type of things, of course, to improve Brownsville and to talk property tax and that type of thing, you're going to have to, once again, look the residents in the eye. I assume you have a plan to getting the residents together to talk about all this and to devise a plan to make it work.
I just mentioned if we bring even business people, we need to give some.
Right.
Life is give and take. Nobody going to spend millions of dollars as long as they get something, so we need to offer some incentives in the best interest of my community.
Couldn't agree more. We have some other things to talk about.
Yes, sir.
And we have some pictures to look at, but here's
Yes.
what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break,
Yes.
and we'll be back in just a second talking to Mirza Ahmad, who is running for County Commissioner, District 3. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm Mike Wiggins. I'm sitting here having a great conversation with Mirza Ahmad, who is running for Escambia County Commission, District 3. And Ahmad, it's been fun talking to you. This is a great conversation. We've got some more things to cover. So you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here's a good question for you. I know you've talked to a lot of people in District 3.
Yes.
What is the one thing, what is the biggest concern of the citizens of District 3?
Health and safety. That's a very important.
I totally agree. Absolutely.
Yes.
And how would you do that? How would you ensure and improve the health and safety of those citizens of District 3?
Everywhere the health issues, by some main issues these days in a Wedgwood. It's a toxic. People health and safety is on risk. I want to close all landfill and pits around the residents to protect people's health and safety.
Very good.
That's my goal. And other thing is a lot of crime. People have a complaint about the crimes. I did not see a lot of crime in Escambia County. I've been here many years. I never have any problem. I do not want to police comes in a neighborhood and just bother people. We want a security system, surveillance in each roads, and make a system in community center. So community can watch if any happened over there. I think we can save whole our neighborhoods.
Is there a community center in District 3?
Some places don't have, but
Right.
mostly we have that.
Yeah,
Yes.
but there you would add some community
Yes,
centers.
each
how about
community does.
athletic fields and that type of thing?
I want to make a fully community center equipped with a lot of games and other things so people can come and enjoy over there. They can spend good time. and
Well, I
get
think you and
together.
I would both agree. We both raised sons that if you keep the children busy, especially in
Yes.
athletics,
That's my goal.
then we stay out. Then
So they come
then
get
they stay out of
together.
trouble.
Yeah, they come get together, make some little bit of competition, give 'em some awards, good students of the month, good students of the year. So they make competition to go forward each other.
Absolutely. You may have answered this, but I'm going to ask it to you in another way. What's the first thing you do when you get elected? When you first get on that board of county commissioners, what's the first thing you would do?
I want to protect my peoples first, and every person, if I have any issue, they can call me. I will go their door and ask what's problem and resolve their issues. My goal is to serve community.
Very good. Okay. What you've done, you've identified some areas that I think are very interesting, and I think we need to talk about them because in just a minute we need to stop and look at some pictures that you've brought us. I think are really
Okay.
nice. But let's talk about these things very quickly. One, you have said one of your objectives and goals is to improve higher education opportunities.
Yes.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yes. I want to first a little bit, kids come after high school, they should get some little bit education, not a long 15 days or 1 month, so they can learn how to get in job interview, so they can stand on their feet. And higher education, unfortunately we do not have a medical and law school. We have University of West Florida. I want university should have a medical and law school, so a lot of parents do not want to send their kids out of town.
There you go.
And it's a more financial burden on their shoulders.
So they can stay here in Pensacola.
Yes.
But we want, even if they leave, we want our children to all come back to Pensacola.
No, once the kids go, they don't like to come back in Pensacola. I know a lot of families, they have a complaint about that.
I hear you. Well,
Yes.
Well, I am.
And I want another thing. Escambia County have a more than 50,000 veterans. There's not a big veteran hospital proper. We're going to talk with the state and federal to get some hospital for veterans.
That's a great goal. You did mention some trade and technical skill training that you were
Yes.
interested in. Tell me about that.
That's I say we want to make some more technical schools so kids can learn something. Not the proper 2-3 years education.
Right.
Some kids come after high school, they don't know even get a job. They don't know even job interview. So I want a small technical school. We invite each businessman every time to come to explain how he start business, how to talk with the customer, so these people can learn something.
There you go. There you go. If we're ready, I'd love to show some of the pictures that you have brought us,
Yes.
Ahmad, because I think a lot of them, the old saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words. But some of these pictures I think are very, very interesting. I'm going to let you explain to the folks watching what we're looking at here.
Yeah, this is close to the W Street. You see a lot of trash. I don't even point out, you can go any street, you will see a lot of trash in District 3. That's a Lee Street.
Another
Yeah, that's
more
over
trash.
Yeah, you can see all over.
Even if you look in the background back
You
there.
see
it looks like that
background,
needs
not
some
even
help
the
too.
landscaping, road is damaged, you can see crack all. Here too, it's Kirk Road close to the Cervantes and Bronzeville.
Yeah. Let's just stop here for just a second because I think this is important. How do you address this? Do you do it with awareness, teach awareness of people to upgrade their property, to landscape and keep it clean? What's the best approach?
Best is each community resident should have a whole information about residents. And all residents, we make some competition. Who make a nice house, we give them some rewards and best resident of the year award.
Yard of the month type thing.
Yes, we want that.
We do that in my neighborhood.
Yes,
we
we
certainly do. Okay, we can keep going. We have a few more pictures there to show you. Okay, I think
Yeah.
there's not. Everybody's watching knows what we're looking at here. That is a
Pace
pothole.
Boulevard and Blunt Street, and next is, I believe, the radio station. That's the main road. Look how many holes over there.
Well, the county commission. Let's go back to that one just a second. The county commission, of course, will fund road repair,
Yes.
and so I'm assuming you will identify in District 3 where your major concerns are and work with the board to get those fixed.
Most money generated in District 3. District 3 is a business area.
Right.
But whatever allocation come in a District 3 is not spending on there.
And they need to, is what you're
Even
saying.
they spend a half of that,
Right.
it could be excellent location.
I hear you. Okay, let's do the next picture. There we go.
That's
Drainage.
look. There is a business over there, and it's you did not see any rain around. After 2-3 days, water stop. I can show many places. It's a rainwater.
There you go. Okay.
How people can do business if there's all water over the front of their shops?
Let's do the next one. Oh my goodness, there he is.
That's
your
is
superstar.
my wife, is my son.
Very good. Well, and there is
That's my planning.
that's your plan, your platform right there. And
Yes.
I know if people want
Education, lot of schools shutting down. What's our kids' future?
Exactly.
In Escambia County, 13 schools shut down. Only District 3 are 3 schools shut down. They merge students in other classes. Teacher cannot focus on each student.
Right.
So teacher quit job. Escambia County said we have a shortage of teachers. That's the reason. If they make more schools, I believe no more than 20 students in one class, so teacher can focus each. This time our kids' future is in the dark. Our kids are today's kids is tomorrow's our leader. We need to equip them good education and good tools.
And as a county commissioner, you of course can work with the school board on
yes, sure
improving
we do.
some of these things.
Yes, county commissioner, he manage everything. Board of county commissioner, so
Right.
they can talk with any other, even state, even a fed.
Absolutely. Okay, we've got those are great pictures, and I congratulate you for that. I want to congratulate you for your
I
son.
just got
again.
example this one.
Exactly, those are great. It kind of like I say, it kind of tells the story. A topic that you and I haven't really talked about yet is the jail. That's ever since, of course, the accident at the jail, the location of the new jail has been up for discussion, and there's been a lot of talk. Give me your thoughts on the new jail and its new location, and your thoughts on the jail.
This should have a done now because many years is still going discussion, and county sending inmates and other counties and throwing money out. Since I'm watching all these videos and looking their planning, they have suggested 3 locations. Some location is a burnt land, and the other one is Palafox, and the previous locations. The same location jail used to have, that's a flood zone. If they built again, county have to spend own money, and all money comes taxpayers' money, and more burden on Escambia County's shoulder.
Very good.
And other burnt land is close to the Pensacola Christian College. Cannot do over there. It's close to college.
Right.
I believe is a Palafox Superfund location. That's the excellent location. Superfund spent $127 million to clean that property. We should build jail over there.
Right. And that's a very important decision.
Yes,
the
sir.
county commission is making. They've got to make a lot of decisions.
Yes.
And I know you want to be right in the middle of that. I'm going to ask you one more question.
Yes, sir.
One more question we have. What would you like Escambia County to look like in 10 years?
Oh, my plan is to make Escambia County an excellent, best in the whole United States, and people will love to live over here.
You couldn't get any better than that.
Oh, you will see. That's my plan.
Because if we keep it clean, we keep our roads done.
Yes,
we
sir.
have good government that
Good
will
schools.
react to businesses in a
Yes, sir.
positive way, get economic development geared up.
And
We're
tourism.
going to have people come here and bring their businesses here.
Need more attraction for tourists.
That's exactly right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we are almost to the end of the show, Ahmad. What I need you to do is to talk to the folks at home and tell them why they should cast their vote for Mirza Ahmad for County Commissioner, District 3.
I came in Escambia County in '98 with a zero. I didn't have any money. I start business. There people come over. They spend money on my business. They gave us money. They gave us a love. They gave me good status. Why should not we love this place? Why should not I love these people? When I observe these people have some problem, the work is supposed to be done is not done. So I devote my life. I'm going to devote my life to make this county best in the whole United States. That's the reason I request people to elect Mirza Ahmad. Your vote is your voice.
There you go. There you go.
You don't need to call me. I'll come at your door to ask what problem is anytime.
And as you get into the campaign,
Yes, sir.
you've got a nice brochure, you've got signs, you need volunteers. tell people what you need. You need, obviously, supporters and people to go help you knock on doors. You need to have people put signs in their yards. Tell us what you would like folks to do to help you.
As long as I started my campaign, I have no problem. Wherever I go, people welcomed me. And I want to show them less expense and we can win election. And I totally denied donations. Some people, they offered me to spend money on my election. I told them I do not want. If you spend, don't expect me any unreasonable favor. Once I get in office, I want to serve for this community, not for the certain peoples.
Well said. Ahmad, I want to tell you once again, as we end the show, I congratulate you.
Thank you.
On putting your hat in the ring, on agreeing to run for office. A lot of people talk, but very few people say, well, I'm going to run for office to try to make a difference, and I applaud you for doing just that.
Sir, I'm a practical person. Most county people knows. If not, they can go check around. I'm not a hard speaker, but I'm a hard worker.
I wish you well, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being with me today.
Thank you. My
pleasure.
pleasure.
This has been a conversation with Mirza Ahmad. I'm Mike Wiggins. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Sure.
When you're finished with your food or beverage cartons, toss it in the recycling bin. Because every carton is recyclable and can be turned into useful paper products. Put your carton in the bin with your other recyclables and let them start a new life. When the contents are gone, let the carton live on. Recycle your cartons.